because I feel so good. At 52, I probably feel better than I did some days in my 20s. To a vegetarian restaurant, actually Olak restaurant up there in Fountain Valley. A friend of mine turned me on to Olak restaurant, and I went there to eat some vegetarian food, and they had one raw item on the menu back then. It was called the Norito, and I tried it and fell in love with raw food. We stayed raw for about 8 months. Went through the holidays, Christmas, Thanksgiving, all of it. And then around January, I had a trip booked for Jamaica because I wanted to be someplace warm, and I thought, oh yeah, they'll have delicious raw food there. And I thought, well, maybe I'll just taste something. And I did. And it was a mistake because it was delicious, but as soon as I tasted the cooked food, I immediately became addicted to it. Cooked food is very addicting. And
that's something I think that's important for women out there to hear, that cooked food is addictive.
It's very addicting.
And you experienced it personally.
Firsthand, yeah. You know, in my mind I thought, well, I'll just try this and then I'll go back raw again.
It was much harder the second time around.
So hard. And I still kept some raw foods in my life. You know, some days I'd be maybe 70 or 80% raw, and then some days maybe most of my food was cooked. And maybe all I had was a little tiny smoothie or something. I wanted to get back raw, but I couldn't seem to do it. It was so hard. And my way it was supposed to be, and my energy, I noticed when I eat raw food, I don't require the same amount of rest. Cooked food, maybe 8 to 10 hours of sleep. Raw food, sometimes 4 to 5 hours of sleep.
Wow.
And then tons of energy all day.
Wow. You ever worry about calcium deficiency in your bones?
No.
Are there foods that you think are pretty amazing?
I got all my protein.
Are you thinking about, when you're thinking about just bone density and being healthy, what are foods that come to your mind that you already know you have in your diet so you don't worry about the...
Greens.
It's all about the greens.
Yeah. The more greens I get just stronger, like a big muscular giraffe.
It's great. What do you put in your green smoothie?
Teresa green smoothie, a basic Teresa green smoothie would be like coconut water, maybe some mango or apple or strawberries. And I always come outside here to the yard to get something. I have a little garden over there I didn't show you guys. I call it my jive time garden. Because, well, it's not a full-fledged, full-grown garden. I just barely grew it just not too long ago. But it's coming along. I'll show you my jive time garden. I go out there and I'll get some mint leaves and strawberry. I have a few strawberries or something. I just want to get something that's live and fresh, with life force in it. Put it in my smoothie.
Wonderful.
Come out here and get some clovers or something in the grass, or even sometimes I look for the strawberries and they may not be there, but I'll just take the leaves of the strawberry and put that in my smoothie. Kale, spinach, chard, collard greens, mustard greens, any of those dark leafy greens go in there.
Fantastic.
Always.
Fantastic. Do you feel deprived at all, that you can't have certain things on the raw diet? That's something that a lot of women who are watching this will wonder about.
No, and that's interesting that you asked that, because I thought about that today. A couple of the people that are doing the liver cleanse with me, a couple of the women, they eat, their normal diet is just cooked food, and they're interested in raw food, but they're not really wanting to go there, and that's okay, but they were telling me today, Teresa, don't you just miss stuff like lentil soup and black beans and this? And I said, not really. And I used to love black beans, but I don't really miss them at all. I found other foods that replace that, whatever it was that black beans brought to my palate or whatever. I found other more flavorful. I love my food. I love what I'm eating.
Do you think the trade-off is maybe like how you feel every day, how you felt on the black beans, even though it was good, you get the sense you can feel even better?
Yes, yes. Well, I found the flavors that satisfy me, or the textures, but also, yeah, the feeling. I don't feel like, oh, I just ate, and beans can, they're hard to digest. I don't have to go through that.
What are the main health benefits that come to your mind when you think about raw foods?
Water. So water rich. And I'm 52 years young, and I need all the water rich, everything I can get. I don't even own a dehydrator.
How does that water content to you translate into health? Is it complexion or
my
cellular health?
All of it, yeah. Cellular health, my skin. I think it has something to do with just everything. I'm not dehydrated. My workouts are incredible.
Tell us about your workouts.
I go into the spin room, and I feel like some kind of superhero. I really do. And then there's people that are much younger than me in class, and they're trying, it has to be the raw food. It just has to be.